Well, a friend just returned from Alaska, Mary. She described her experiences there as amazing. Everybody I talked to loves Alaska.
Yeah, everyone says. Even the most stunning pictures of Alaska don't do it justice. In this Travel Tuesday, we're helping you plan your trip.
From the vacation store and the cruise company, leisure travel specialist Diane McVicker.
Hi, Diane. Welcome back.
Nice to see you again.
You too.
I've always wanted to go to Alaska, and everybody, like I said, everybody I talk to loves Alaska. What do you say about Alaska?
No one's ever had a bad time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I've
no one's
never
ever
had
said,
anyone come back.
well, I wish I wouldn't have gone.
Right.
Nobody ever says that about Alaska.
They want to go again. And the thing with
Why?
Alaska is that you can't. There's so many different areas in Alaska that you can visit. It's not like you're seeing the same thing all over again.
Yeah.
Granted, if you're doing the cruise, yes, but you need to go into the interior, into the land, and really get the feel for that. It is the #1 destination, vacation destination in the world.
Alaska?
The number one?
#1 vacation destination in the world.
Wow.
Everybody wants to get to Alaska. And everybody should at some point in their life, because it is absolutely majestic, absolutely beautiful.
But there's different ways to see Alaska. There's
sure.
different travel options. You
Yeah.
mentioned the cruise, that's one way.
Yes.
You want to get into the interior.
Yes.
Explain the different options.
Okay. Well, you know, if you go into the land, if you don't do the land, I tell people, you know, you really haven't seen it all, because you want to go in and see as many animals as possible. That's what you're going for to see. You're wanting to see the scenery. You want to see the animals. Different times of the year, if you go earlier in the season, you're going to see more of the animals because they're coming out of hibernation and they're running around with their babies, the mothers and the babies, and it's just absolutely phenomenal. The end of the season as well. If you're going into the summertime months, then you're going to see more of the beautiful flowers that are blooming everywhere. The land is absolutely stunning. And I don't care where you're looking, what direction, the scenery is just outstanding. And it's a photographer's dream.
Yeah, so I saw somebody kayaking.
Look at that.
That's beautiful.
You said majestic earlier,
Yeah.
and that's what I think when I look at this picture.
Yeah.
So to have your breath taken away by a photograph,
Right.
imagine to see
Just
it in person.
being there yourself.
Yeah, the grand nature of it all.
What is there to do? I mean, it's not, you're not just standing around looking at scenery all day, are you? Are there things to actually do?
I
Yes.
could do that.
Yes.
I could stand around and just look.
Or just
all
sit on
day.
the deck of the lodges. Well, you see the train here. A lot of people take the train in. You're stopping at different lodges, like in Denali, you're going to stop for an evening, or Talkeetna, which is at the base of Mount McKinley. That's another area you're going to stay. From these areas, you can do some whitewater rafting, you can do some kayaking, hiking, horseback riding. You can take flight trips up to Denali, not Denali, but Mount McKinley, so you can get closer to the mountain. I'm a little fearful of doing something like that, but
You
people
take a small
do
plane.
it.
You take a small plane, essentially.
Yep, or a helicopter up. Yeah, so that's what you can do on the land. Whitewater rafting is not like what you think about in Colorado, by the way. It's very, very calm. You can see people while you're on the train. You can see people who are still on the land doing the whitewater rafting, and they're waving.
You're not white knuckling it. You're not hanging
You
on
don't
for
need to be
dear life like
experienced.
I did in Colorado
No.
a few years ago.
Right.
Can
It
you
is
make
not
it
like that.
an affordable destination if I see all of this? To think, how feasible is this?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, you know, there's a really good way you can do it. We do have deals left for the season. There's about 7 weeks left. But if you book in advance and you're looking at next year, I highly suggest booking something right now for next year, because some of the cruise lines are offering drink packages that are complimentary. That takes a lot of money off of your bill if you like to participate in having a few cocktails. That's one less expense you have. They are very affordable. But I didn't tell you, when you're on the cruise itself, we didn't talk about that necessarily. On the cruise itself, there are a lot of things to do. It's a lot more calm than a Caribbean cruise, but you have park rangers that come onto the cruise ship itself, and you have one-on-one time with them, which is fantastic. And they give you the history, geology, I mean, whatever you want to know about Alaska, these people are there to inform you about where you are. When you're on the motor coaches, when you're on the land, you have these college kids that are informing you about anything that you want to know. They're just shooting questions and answers right back at you. They're fantastic. So it really gives you an incredible experience up there. But, you know, again, on the cruise ship itself, most of the people are going to bed early because you are up at the crack of dawn.
Yeah.
I mean, the sun never sets.
You don't,
and,
you don't want to miss the beauty of those
you know,
early
I always
mornings.
tell people you want a balcony or an ocean view, but you just have to remember that, you know, you've got that little light coming in.
Right.
The sun never sets.
Well, that's the thing about a leisure travel specialist. and you know what to tell people. You can help them create the vacation of their dreams. You can help make it more affordable. So that's why we always encourage you to call in case you have any questions at all, and it's something that indeed is on your list. You say, I really want to go to Alaska. Diane's a great place to start. And then we have a couple of other things happening. So there's a sale underway now through the middle of August. But then there's also this Hail Varsity Husker vacation that we talked about a month or so ago. And I know a few spots are still open for that. So what can you tell our viewers who might have missed that first conversation?
Well, if you want to get into our Alaska sale, well, I'll start with this one. This is the Husker vacation. It's April 20th. It's at the brand new Rio Resort, which is top luxury resort. You'll be traveling with some coaches, players, probably not the players we have today because they can't do that, but some of the older players will be going and hobnob with them. There'll be all kinds of activities. $8.99 is the starting price for this resort. But that should be a lot of fun. And it's all inclusive. We truly mean all your drinks, all your meals, everything, all the activities are going to be included in that
the starting place is huskervacation.com as well.
Yes.
And then you mentioned that Alaska sale, and here's that information.
Okay, the Alaska sale, you want to, we have until August 15th. It is not too late to go to Alaska. We still have some really great deals. You can still do it for $4.99 plus air and taxes. You're still looking at around 12 or 13, which is an outstanding deal. But with the deal, not the Husker deal, with the Alaska deal, we have reduced deposits, so you only have to put $100 down, and lots of other little benefits that we're going to be throwing in there. So, and you know, truly, I want to tell people, you know, you want to book an Alaska trip with somebody who has been there. It's very important because I can tell you firsthand all the little day-to-day things that you can do, but you have to come in and see me to get that information.
Diane, you're the best. Thank you for being here today.
It's
always a pleasure to see you.